episode was D&D is dead.
Is D&D dead this week? Oh, no, I'm kidding.
No, that's not our topic.
But we are, everybody. Hi. We're going to talk about, but we're dead. Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about dragons today. Not just talk about them, live them, breathe them, and fight them today on the Pocket Dimension Live.
It's all my friends. And
Power to the people. Power to the people.
There in chat.
Hi, friends. Yeah, we've got some Drew. We've got some Kai. We've got some Nemo. Dragons. We've got some DT. Some J96. Some Dan Freeman is back and ready for breakfast. Let's see, what was for breakfast? Egg and cheese quesadilla.
Quesadilla, that sounds delicious. Did you bring some to share with the class?
No.
Blade bounded. What blade bounded? Hey, brother.
Yes?
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Matt.
My name is Allison.
My name is Evan.
I'm Fitz, the Cinder Queen.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Cinder
Wonderful.
Queen. Who gave you that title?
Me.
Oh. You can just give ourselves titles?
Yeah, that's the secret, Evan. You
Yeah.
can just give yourself a title.
Oh.
Title on.
What should my
on.
title be?
This is the points, everything is made up and the points don't matter. And so make it up.
We're all getting a participation trophy?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
I'll take it.
You guys are talking
Everybody
about
loves a ribbon.
sports. Yeah.
Remember the time that I used to love sports? Remember that time that I went to the Super Bowl? And that time I went to multiple national championship games because I cared.
Yeah.
Which Super Bowl did you go to?
I went to the Panthers versus the Broncos in 2015.
Who won?
All in one. The Broncos. It was in California.
Oh.
We had to be at the airport at 3 a.m. Flew all the way across the country. Went to the game. Lost. Back to the airport, and I was back at home Monday morning, 6 a.m.
Wow. Did you weep the whole way home?
No, it was one of those things. We went for the experience
Yeah.
of going, and I'm glad that we
Sure.
did. It was really fun, but
Heck yeah.
there was a time in my life where that mattered so much to me.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sure it was fun as hell, no matter who won or lost.
For
Probably
sure.
But more fun if you'd won, though.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
But
speaking
did you
of
get
winning,
to have any Chick-fil-A or hot dogs or anything while you were at the game?
Well, Chick-fil-A's not huge in California, so it was more other kind of
In-N-Out
stadium
burger.
food. I think there were probably nachos and things involved. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Fitz tried to segue us. We
I
just
did,
kept talking about-
and I got noped.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your...
It's the 1989 Denver Broncos. Thank you.
But now dragons matter is what
But now
Amy Cobb
dragons
says, and that's also a good segue into
Like
what
the-
we're going to be talking
Amy's
about.
helping you, Fitz.
Thank you.
Maybe on
Thank
your
you.
side, Fitz.
Now dragons matter. Dragons matter. So I
Listen.
guess it was Dragon Appreciation Day last week.
Yeah.
And then this week Onyx Storm came out, so everybody's got dragons on the mind. So we decided, speaking of sports, to do and we're 2 months early, we're going to do a March Madness style tournament matchup between dragons that we have chosen
Yeah.
and see who will come out on top. We have quite a variety here, so
Yeah,
I'm
we
very
do.
excited to see what strategy
I
each
love
team
the
is
flex
bringing.
that you just did, Fitz. We're so ahead of the game. We don't wait till March for March Madness. We do it in January.
We do it now. We're starting that season, baby.
Whatever.
Yes.
We won't.
Yes. I mentioned the other day also that Jenny D and Pointy Hat, fellow YouTubers, fellow tabletop tubers, they have chosen this year's Monster of the Year content-wise to be dragons. So we're a good 2 months early for that as well. Which is
What was last year?
last year was
Dragon.
Kraken.
Y'all.
Krakens.
We missed the
Dragon
traffic
basically like a
train.
sea dragon, though.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Sea
point.
dragon.
That's a really good point.
Maybe
kind
next
of.
week, if we can't come up with a better idea, we'll do a March Madness bracket of like tentacled sea creatures.
Oh.
And is it the year of the dragon, Jax?
Is it?
I think it's the year of the snake.
The
year of the snake.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe it is.
exactly.
Hold
Which
on,
is-
hold on.
was
I'm
it
going to
just
Google
a-
it because I thought it was the year of the steak. What year
Year of the
is
steak.
it?
Nemo, I want you
What
to
year is
expand
it?
on this. Everything is a dragon if you think about it. Say more. Is this along the lines of every pizza is a personal pizza if you just believe in yourself?
That's so true.
It is the year of the snake this year.
Oh,
Which is just a wingless
baby wingless
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
When's the year of the tiger? That's the only one I can.
Well, see, this is. I am also a year of the snake year baby, so this is my time to shine.
It sure is.
Open World Addict has joined us. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
Fitz,
Yes.
how is this gonna work?
How's this gonna work? So, we have. AK, would you like to bring up our tournament bracket so we can show the people?
Bracket time.
All right, so this year we are playing Dragon Madness. You can see we have 4 groupings here. Each one of us has a dragon in each said grouping, and we're gonna pit them against each other and see who wins from each. Now we've got 4 groupings. We've got the drama, the snuggle smackdown, the certified menaces, and the unhinged besties. Who will reign supreme? If at any point there is a tie between the 4 of us in arguing for our dragon to win, we will poll the chat. However, we would love for you guys at any time to leave a comment on the video or go nuts in the chat. Let us know who your favorite dragon is, just, in general. But also, as we're going through these matches, if you have any arguments or you wish to present about which one is better, or if you feel strongly, let us know. It may sway our decision.
It might. It probably will.
There's not really going to be decisions to be made. I mean, there's just winners, and then there's losers.
Well, that's right. But we decide the winners.
Like, no, the winners will be decided by the most powerful dragon, who's obviously going to be the winners.
But
It's
is
not like
power
there's no
always the
decision.
answer? What if it's wiliness? What if it's cunning?
Well, I'm using power as a bucket for the best at everything.
Well, let's get into it then.
There's already also arguing in the chat. What is power, though? What is
What is
power?
okay, guys?
What is
Existentially,
dragon?
I wish for us to all argue what is power.
the power of
And
friendship?
go.
And go.
It's the dragons we got fried by along the way.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Okay, so in our first matchup, we're going to start over in the drama corner. We have
Yeah.
Smaug versus Falkor. I am the champion of Smaug, and AK, the champion of Falkor. Who is going to win in this matchup?
Let's go.
Looks like Amy wants to
Papa's already
Papa
ready
to
to pop.
win.
I love it. Like, Papa's gonna win. The chat is already making that.
There it is.
Listen to our arguments before
Yes.
you decide.
That's a good
Although I
point.
do appreciate you.
Yes.
I do appreciate you rooting
Oh,
for
she's
me.
just she's a fan, man.
I love it.
You love who you
Yeah.
love, and she loves Puff. So,
Yeah. I
obviously...
know she does.
Look, guys. Smaug
Oh,
is the clear
sorry.
winner here.
Okay, go. Okay.
Obviously. This feral beast destroyed a full dwarven colony and hoarded it gold. It knows every single piece of gold within its hoard. You don't think Smaug is cunning? Ha! You don't think he's strong? Ha! He will beat Falkor's ass any day.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Falkor is literally luck incarnate. This dragon does not fight fair. He doesn't have to. He's too busy soaring magically above petty drama and winning anyway. He's soft, he's fluffy. Rachel already pointed out that he's basically a puppy, which makes him both unbeatable and cuddly and a winner by default. And let's not forget, he scared the crap out of those bullies just by chasing them down the street. Falkor is a chaos agent wrapped in a marshmallow. I rest my case.
Yeah,
Ready
a
for
lovely marshmallow snack. Get over here so I can get the nice chur on the outside and take a bite out of that.
Okay, but listen, Smaug's ego is his downfall. He doesn't need a hoard of gold, or rather, Falkor doesn't need a hoard of gold to feel secure in himself. But what would Smaug be without his little pile of jingle jangles? Like I said, petty.
Or a feral beast who can take any dragon, any man. He destroyed a kingdom of men and dwarves. You don't think he can't destroy Falkor? I don't know. I'm resting my case. I think Smaug here is the clear, strong winner who's going to eat the shit out of a Falkor s'mores.
And I think that Falkor would lead by the power of glitter and friendship. And who doesn't want a snuggle dragon? Yes, Evan?
Can I add something to
Yeah.
this that might sway the argument one way or the other?
Yeah.
Because I actually don't know anything about Falkor, but I do know something about Smaug. Spoiler alert for The Hobbit. Smaug is killed at the end of The Hobbit.
Look,
So he is fallible, is what you're saying.
So here's my question.
Dragon
Is
flies on
Falkor
and
killed
on.
at the
No.
end of Neverending
No.
Story?
He's luck. He brings luck into everything that he touches. And we fight against the nothing with Falkor's aid, flying us into the sunset.
here's the thing,
boy.
though. We can't set the death precedent too soon because there are multiple dragons on this table who are technically dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
willing
So
to
that's
say,
not
like,
a
yeah.
that's not
I
a
think
deal
the person-
breaker. Okay.
Because you'll see, I've done this for one of the other dragons I'm defending later. The person arguing on their behalf can, like, say when in the storyline we're arguing on their behalf.
I see.
So I'm
Well-
okay with throwing out the death card for sure.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
though I know that
I-
my dragon's about to win.
Okay.
Well, I'm curious to see, Matt or Evan, do you have any pros or cons or arguments for who you may be leaning for? Or follow-up
Yeah.
questions?
I have one. I have always found Falkor to be incredibly creepy, and that's saying a lot because.
Friendship over.
Sorry, I mean this is a hill. I find Falkor to be terrifying,
I'm
and
with
that's
you.
against
Yeah.
Smaug.
And
Sorry.
Smaug
Smaug.
is voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean,
Well, I don't know if
Benedict
that's because I
Sexy
find him to
Pants.
be incredibly creepy as well. So I don't.
Oh,
stick.
okay. That's a bridge too far.
well,
I'm
I think
robot.
you
I'm
just
a robot.
you incited the armies of Tumblr to
Yeah.
come after you with that.
Yeah. And now
Come at me,
your-
gentlemen.
Your,
Come at me,
The
gentlemen.
your
Can we
opinions
just-
shall be summarily
just-
discounted.
Yeah, I want to. The chat is lit as per usual. Smog is toxically masculine. No arguments there.
Nope. Nope.
Sure.
Hold on a second. Falkor is a dragon. I thought he was a flying dog with wings.
See,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
a puppy.
thank
He's
you.
a snake.
I know many a dog that look like Falkor. And then Rachel says, "I would rather face the sphinxes than Falkor."
You'd rather
Okay.
face Falkor's sphincter. Interesting.
Oh.
Okay, I have an opinion here.
Okay.
My gut reaction when I saw this matchup, my gut reaction was really backed up by AK your description of Falkor, which I heard the words soft, I heard the word puppy, I heard the word marshmallow, and that pretty much supported my gut reaction, which was Falkor is not even going to be a meal for Smaug, because I'm guessing the size discrepancy is pretty significant. And Falkor has no breath weapon that I'm aware of, so no ranged attack.
Right.
Falkor dead. He
I
dead.
think Falkor dead, y'alls.
They did.
All
I don't
right.
know. They're yeah.
Sorry, AK.
Dave.
Here,
Yeah, man.
well, but he is the literal luck dragon, so that's his ranged weapon. He can bend luck and reality and space and time in the favor of his
Okay.
wielder.
Well, unfortunately, he is unlucky in this round.
Oh, unlucky in love.
Smash, smash, smash,
All
smash,
right.
smash, smash,
So
smash,
Smaug.
smash, smash,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refresh your page, and we have
Drama.
Oh, winner,
Winner.
winner, winner.
All right.
Chicken
All right.
Falkor dinner.
Chicken Falkor dinner. We're moving on
Everybody
to
here
one
eats
that I'm
owls.
excited
Okay,
for.
got it.
Oh, good.
I'm excited for this matchup.
Let's
we
go.
have
Let's go, bros.
Tiamat versus Maleficent.
All right.
Now, specifically, this is the D&D Tiamat.
Yes.
This is yes, and not just the D&D Tiamat. This is the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon Tiamat. Right.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, then
Obviously.
that throws everything out for me.
Matt, you got Matt on the defensive heel already.
I'm done. Yeah.
The good news is that the stats for the cartoon Tiamat are exactly the same as any other Tiamat.
Okay. Lucky.
Does the cartoon have 5 heads or not, though? I do need that clarification before we continue.
That is critical to
Yes.
Tiamat's whole thing. Tiamat has 5 heads.
Okay.
And I mean, that's pretty much the argument right here and there. Look, Maleficent, not really a dragon, right? Is Maleficent a dragon in human form or a human who takes the dragon form? Either way, it doesn't matter because guess what? 1 head, 1 trick pony, only breathes fire. Cute. Tiamat's got 1, 2, 3, 4 backup plans. Ice, water, acid, whatever the hell, man. You name it, we've got it. And Tiamat is massive, massively huge, way bigger than Maleficent. I mean, basically, 1 blow, you dead.
I want some backups on these size comparisons you're making.
Yeah,
Evan.
I mean, yeah, because
I'm gonna need some data there.
I think I have heard the Maleficent's dragon form. You're right. I can't pronounce it. Is massive and highly destructive. Now think about this. Maleficent is a dragon in the world of Disney.
Right.
So that is 10 times more terrifying. Like because Disney's got this beautiful shine. So take her out, put her in the real world. You know how that goes. We've all seen that movie where the cartoon turns into Amy Adams. Think about what happens if Maleficent was walking down the streets of Chicago. Nightmarish is what I would say. Also, Maleficent is, I have always thought, dragon in human form and pure evil, black dragon, breath weapon, the whole thing. And therefore, she's got magic on her side. She's got advanced intelligence on her side. Have we ever given Tiamat an intelligence check? What is Tiamat's IQ?
Tiamat is also, and correct me if I'm wrong, is not Tiamat actually a god?
There is that.
There is
Okay.
Tiamat
Yeah,
is
that's
the god of
a
dragons.
good point.
Yeah.
So I'm
there is
guessing
that.
they're pretty smart. I'll give you this. Maleficent is all about dark magic and theatrics, right?
Yes.
And it is interesting that we're both doing cartoon mashups.
Uh-huh.
But even from the, I don't know who produced the D&D cartoon, if it was Sunbow or whatever. It's not Disney. So the animation, I will cede you this. The animation for Maleficent, far superior than the animation for Tiamat.
Yeah.
However, Tiamat is still a god. I mean, how do you fight a 5-headed god with multiple breath weapons?
Also, I just have to point this out. Mickey Mouse takes Maleficent down like 2 times a night at Walt Disney World.
I mean,
It's
What does
not
that
looking
mean?
good.
What does that
I'm
actually
gonna back up
There's
Matt
like a
with
parade and a
Maleficent.
show, and
It's like it's a whole
Maleficent
thing.
goes down.
But also, Rachel has a really good point from earlier. Maleficent's primary power is being a hottie with a body yaddy yaddy,
True.
and you can't discount that.
You cannot discount the power of hotness.
I don't want to discount that.
No.
But is that a pro or is that a con in this specific situation?
I'm calling that a pro.
Well, I think that makes Maleficent a snack, right?
For a god, a snack for a god.
Snap for a
Yeah,
god.
but
DT,
only
I love
one,
this one.
which
If
means
we're
I got
including-
4 heads that are still hungry.
Yeah. Therefore, plot armor. This becomes a whole other bracket.
You know what? I for those of you who are Team Maleficent, I'm just I'm sorry to break your heart, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and secede from
As a-
the union.
As a Disney
Wow.
nerd, I do have to give this round to Tiamat.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
Can't
to not
argue
just
anymore about.
Yeah, I'm going Tiamat as well. I mean, Tiamat's an actual god, but I do respect Maleficent.
Yes.
You know?
By the way,
and makeouts.
yes.
And makeouts.
Jax did call us out in the last round saying that she felt if we had thrown it to the chat, Falkor or whatever won. Chat, are we okay to proceed with Tiamat as the winner in this one?
I will tell
She
you
bad.
what. From now
She's
on,
just bad to the bone.
I will put a poll in the chat. We, as the leaders, can choose to ignore your choice.
Oh, wow.
But I will
There's the
put a
real
poll in the
hive
chat
mind.
moving forward if it
will be
makes you
considered.
happy.
Nope.
Okay. I know, Amy. Don't worry. Don't
Uh-oh.
worry. I'm definitely going to be fighting for Puff. Just you wait.
Just you wait. Yeah, you're not going to go down that easy.
I think Maleficent, yeah.
I do love this one from TTP. Tiamat was defeated by children.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing. Similarly to Maleficent. Yeah. I mean, all of these dragons, like you said, are defeated usually by the underdog of, in their story.
True.
So you can't really hold that against
Here's,
them.
Yeah,
I think this
that's also
harkens though
true.
back to like the original question of like, what is like, are we fighting for like who would kill the other one or just like who's the better dragon? Because like,
Defeat, not kill necessarily.
okay,
Yeah, just like,
okay,
yeah.
but like, okay,
Power of
At
friendship.
chess. At
Power
chess.
first.
Who's the better chess player?
But I think
Right.
between Tiamat is intrinsically evil, right? And so is Maleficent.
I think they both are now.
I mean, it's kind of in the
So
name.
I think they would probably try to kill each other. But who's coming up next? Toothless and Puff.
all right.
They don't have to fight.
It's
to
time
the
for
death.
what the chat is ready for, which
Here we
is
go.
sorry, Fitz.
I know that the chat. I know where the chat is going to poll on this one. However,
Snuggle snack down.
look. All right, I'm going to be championing Toothless. I think Matt, you have Puff the Magic
I
Dragon.
do have Puff.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hear what you have to say about Puff.
Do you? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be easy. It's Puff the fucking magic dragon. Okay.
What else you need?
Mike. Puff has history. Puff's exploits were turned into a song. That is like permanent. Puff's life and energy and positivity has brought joy, comfort to countless generations. It has been absolutely disproven by multiple people, multiple singers of the song. But Puff the Magic Dragon is also a subversive element in the counterculture scene of drug users. So you're like, yo, man, Puff is for kids. Think
what?
again, dude.
I'm just gonna say it right now. This is maybe my favorite episode we've ever done.
You know,
The trails,
I will
man,
say-
the trails.
Puff and Toothless, they have a
Yes.
lot in common. They have very sweet natures,
That's
very
very true.
gentle natures. But I think Toothless comes out on top here because of two reasons. First of all, he has a plasma blast. Sorry. And then, bye-bye, Puff the Magic Dragon. And then number two, he united the Vikings and the dragons. He united two warring nations together.
Okay.
Did Puff ever do that? Did Puff ever bring together and heal generational trauma between two factions? I don't think so.
See, I would say that as a
going to.
symbol of imagination itself, Puff is timeless and indestructible and is a full connection to the innocence of childhood, which we all know, especially in 2025. We need that connection. We need that hope. We need that power of imagination. And I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, how? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it because, like, not just warring factions. We're talking about generations of kids.
Toothless. I agree. You know what? Toothless is a cat.
There's a lot of. Okay, so we've had
Cat.
Falkor the dog and Toothless the cat.
And then there's that.
And then there's that.
there's that.
You know what? I think we're gonna. Oh, dang it! Someone else voted. I was about to shut it down because Puff was at 69%, and
No.
someone else voted for Toothless. Whoever it was, change your vote.
Nice.
I have a rebuttal to your breath weapon, your plasma breath weapon. It's
Yeah.
really a question. So Toothless has a breath weapon.
Yeah, and retractable teeth.
Okay, gross. Yuck. So you're just gonna win by grossing out Puff, and Puff will leave. Does Puff have a breath weapon, and why is it a cloud of weed smokes?
I'm sorry, Evan, I missed completely what you said.
Pass on Toothless. You were well. I mean, I think that hotboxing is a really impressive breath weapon. To answer your
Exactly.
question,
Just hotbox
like there's no
Toothless.
quicker way to take down your
Toothless's teeth
enemies
would be popping in and out.
than to just obliterate their minds for a couple of hours.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna puff pass on Toothless. I think Puff comes out on top. That's all. I can't argue with that. I really can't.
Freaking incredible. Okay.
I love you guys. I love all of you. So this is the
Chat
best.
is everything I hoped it would be.
Yeah.
All right, we're entering this snuggle smackdown. I can't even talk anymore. Part 2.
Let's talk about Elliott, okay? The
Yeah, who's
dragon. Who from Pete's Dragon, everybody.
I don't remember Pete's dragon. Really.
Bum, 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 bum. This dragon defines wholesome magical energy. Did you know that Elliott's core power is invisibility? He can fade from sight whenever he wants, meaning your dragon can't even hit him. Unlike most dragons who just roar and stomp, Elliott's powers are more nuanced. He's stealthy, loyal, and incredibly resourceful. Also, he can breathe fire, but unlike other dragons, he uses it for protection and not merely destruction. He is a multifaceted, well-rounded dragon and deserves to win this round.
Oh.
Okay, so he's an overachiever.
Very nice.
Now, is it not true that Elliott turns invisible because he's a scaredy cat coward who avoids conflict? Is this not true? Elliott may be able to go invisible, but Lockheed is really more of a pseudo dragon in size compared to Elliott. He's very small, but he's incredibly intelligent, right? So going invisible is not like Lockheed's too smart to play peekaboo tactics. Right?
Nah.
That's not happening.
That's true.
And here's the problem, and it's not like Lockheed's not used to being around people who can turn invisible, who can phase through walls, all of that kind of thing, right? Like he's seen all of this before and more. Problem is, Elliott's friendliness is his kryptonite.
He scares the bad guys. He sends them running for the hills because he's able to like sneak on them and play tricks with them on top of just being a physical bully. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and play the size card. Are we fighting dragons? Are we collecting McDonald's Happy Meal toys with your itty bitty baby Lockheed?
He is small, but he's a tiny genius. So who's going to win between a tiny genius with a breath weapon versus
A
walking-
giant invisible dragon also with a breath weapon.
a
You got
giant Disney plushie?
Empathetic dragon. Invisible dragon. His empathy is winning it for me,
Look,
man.
if you want to fight, if Lockheed's going to fight, he's not here to make friends. Elliott's
So
here
does
he's going to get
Elliott.
his throat torn out and burned, cauterized.
This one's tough.
This one's tough and
I rest my
tight. I
case.
keep watching the poll like
Lucky his
switch.
pride. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
For those of you who are too young to
Lockheed's
know,
also-
Tamagotchi, I don't even know what they were actually. I have no idea.
They were these little
So
tiny
weird.
digital pets that you had to like clean their poop out of their space and like
Yeah.
feed them or they would expire.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to all the Tamagotchi I let die.
Super weird.
This
Super
hurts,
weird.
Seth. This actually cuts me to my core.
Ouch!
If y'all
Ouch!
knew the amount of times I walk around singing,
Sick.
bum, 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 bum,
I
I
felt that.
love you too, because of
Oh, I
Pete's
thought you were
Dragon.
doing bum 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 bum.
You can
You
whip
can-
it.
Oh. Dave Schramek says that Lockheed is also technically
Disney
a
Dragon.
Disney Dragon now.
This one's
Yes,
hard for me.
That is true.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
which.
it's tough.
Yeah. I'm
AK,
not
you've done a really good
sure.
job of cleaning
You guys give me one.
Elliott's case.
I'll just throw in additionally, Lockheed could probably tag in Kitty Pryde when needed.
And then the rest of the X's.
Listen,
Oh, I
I've
didn't
got
want to get greedy.
Yeah, I
but
know.
Yes.
I've got 59% of the votes in the YouTube chat. Sorry, Twitch, we don't have a way to chat you in. But Rachel's already lobbied her vote on Twitch for Elliott wins hands down. So I think we got to give this one to my boy.
Okay.
Wow. Good
right.
job. Good job, Allison. You really that was all you.
My love for Elliott, Pete's Dragon is legitimately one of my all-time favorite movies, and I feel very, very deeply about Elliott, and Seth, I'm a little bit mad at you with what you said.
AK is taking back your America's sweetheart.
Yeah,
status.
yeah. No, I would never. I love you so much. Let's just maybe keep our relationship about goblins and not dragons moving forward. Fair?
It's your dragons are your ex card.
Yeah.
Seth.
Wow.
Or just Pete. Just Pete's dragon.
Oh God, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna puff the magic dragon and watch Pete's Dragon tonight. That's my new plan for this evening.
Pass.
Okay, here's the one that I've been looking forward to.
Are we
Truly.
going over to Figment versus Trogdor?
Yeah, we're gonna head to our certified menaces. We have Figment versus Trogdor.
A lot of Disney dragons in here today.
A lot of Disney dragons.
Honestly,
A lot of cartoon dragons.
yeah, a lot of cartoon and Disney.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first? Or are you ready to open the stream with Trogdor, Evan? I'm ready for you. Let's have you go first.
I'll just say this. Opening shots across your bow. Figment apparently is a dreamer. Is that fair to say?
He's
do
a
you know
symbol
what-
of his creativity. He's more than a dreamer.
Do you know what burns? Well, dreams.
What? Said
Second
no
night to your
one
hope.
ever.
Said me.
By the way,
Evan.
Look,
I saw
listen,
some
listen,
confusion.
listen.
Where is Trogdor from? Let's start there. For those who don't know.
Who is Trogdor? Okay, if you don't remember the early 2000s internet cartoon Homestar Runner, please go. It's still around. I think you can go back and watch all of the old episodes. All of it is friggin' brilliant. Trogdor is a dragon created by one of the characters, Strong Bad, and is an S-shaped dragon with tiny wings and one gigantic muscular arm and two tiny little legs. Breathes fire. And I'll just offer this. So while Figment is busy trying to inspire children and all of that good stuff, Trogdor is going to go to the children's parents' village and burn all of the parents' homes, the peasants. Their parents are be burning while the children are being inspired. And that's just how Trogdor's getting started. Okay.
Okay. Figment literally has a PhD in thinking outside the box. He can transform the rules of reality with a single thought. While Trogdor is busy burninating villages like a one-trick pony, Figment exists in the metaphysical realm of imagination itself. He doesn't need fire. He reshapes the world with his intelligence, whimsy, wit, and also Epcot ride.
Did you say also a car ride?
Epcot.
Oh,
But does Figment have their own theme song?
Yes, co-written by the Sermon Brothers, the same duo who wrote the songs for Mary Poppins and the Jungle Book.
Okay, that is pretty strong.
Yeah, it is.
But it is. Have you heard the Trogdor's theme song?
Yes, the Sherman Brothers.
Sherman Schmerman.
Really nice guys, actually. I met them many, many times back in my New York days. But anyways, well, the one that was still alive.
Lastly, after getting completely burninated, Trogdor's going to come in with his one giant muscular arm and just smash Figment's face, teeth straight out their head. They're going to be the second Toothless.
Bitch puddin', Figment has survived decades of the parks trying to shut him down. And he always comes back stronger than ever. He can take your little cartoon S-shaped menace and his fiery temper too.
The chat is very nice. The percentage is very nice.
Oh yeah, okay, we're ending the chat here. We have to. We're ending this poll right now.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you.
Whew.
Damn it! I'm always not fast enough on ending the poll fast enough.
On the good numbers, yeah.
I know. It was. I was closer this time. I feel like I need to go personally. I need to go with Trogdor simply because of Seth's comment. Evan, your arguments are great, but Seth says burninating muscles. What more do you need? I say that's all you need.
Right? Wings schmings.
Listen, I'm just glad that y'all recognize how much, fire I put behind fighting my guys. That's really all I need.
You love these dragons.
You do. And you know what? Honestly, I will admit, I don't want to sway Matt's vote. I'll admit my bias. I just love Trogdor, and I don't know who Figment is. So I'm going Trogdor.
For sure. I knew that I was picking I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I knew that Figment was going to be a hard sell.
It's a hard sell.
Him anyway, which shows my deep affection and love, but I get it.
You almost had me, though, with the thing about him, because Disney loves to revamp all their shit, and for Figment to still be sticking around, that was a good argument.
Right?
That one did almost sway me. Yeah.
Figment is merely a figment of our imagination. We are not here to imagine dragons. We are here to embody them. Okay?
We're not.
You're out.
Play the arcade opening.
Like I said before, this is my favorite episode ever. This is so much fun.
So are we in accord? Who do we think is going to the next round?
Matt, what do you think?
Baby?
Yeah.
I think it's Trogdor.
I think it's Trogdor. It's fine.
Okay.
Sorry. Gave you the last one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right. And up next.
Okay. Who is Yamata no Orochi?
Yeah, let's let you go first, Matt, so that you
Yamata
can...
no Orochi. That's my best Japanese. Orochi. Sometimes you can just shorten it to Orochi. Is the quintessential Japanese dragon. The dragon. The one that is in every...
The capital D dragon.
The capital D, yeah. It inspires... Well, I mean, literally. Go look up Japanese dragon. You're gonna run into Orochi. And so it's... Here's why this is really not a contest, because Orochi is not just is not just depicted in gorgeous art for centuries. It's a centuries old, belief in things larger than we are. It is an embodiment of our human fears that an entire culture came up with. It's really just hard to beat. I mean, if you look up dragon in the encyclopedia, right? There's the European style, which Thordak is a part of. That's cool, but we're talking about Japanese. We're talking about Japanese dragon. I don't really know how else to better put it. 8 heads, 8 tails.
Okay, why were you burying the lead on this, man? I was snoozing.
What? Oh, come on.
You should have led with 8 heads.
Man.
I just thought everybody had a beautiful picture in their
No,
mind.
I don't have
No, I just
no
have
idea
one
who
head.
this dragon is.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's a big deal.
Sorry, 8 heads, 8 tails, can attack multiple
8.
opponents simultaneously. So that's like an enormous battlefield coverage, right?
Okay.
It's mythic lore. It's not just the concept, it's lore. It is part of our world, physically imposing, terrifying symbol, right?
And also weapons, though.
No breath weapons
Oopsie.
that I know of. However, there's only one thing. There's one thing that could ever destroy Orochi, and that is one particular sword. Ooh. One sword. Completely. It's not just like magical weapons or silver weapons. Nothing. No damage. Ever. So like CR 250. No
Counterpoint.
abilities.
Counterpoint.
Uh-oh.
There are some versions of the legend that say that he is vulnerable to fire.
Oops.
And let me
Okay. All
and
right.
let me introduce you to
Okay.
the fucking Cinder King. All right? Thank you, Nemo. Yamata is Walmart Tiamat.
Oh, wow.
Thordak not only is voiced... Okay, I'm going to start off strong here by saying Thordak alive is voiced by Lance Reddick. And then even his corpse is so fucking cool that it's voiced by LeVar Burton, okay? He has a soul anchor that gives him an extra 1,000 hit points. A soul anchor that gives him 1,000 hit points. That's above all the other extra hit points he just has from his sheer gargantuan size. And if Yamata is...
These comments are everything.
Wow. Amazing.
I had to fact check you, Fitz. I see nothing about any fire, any kind of, except for this one beautiful sword, and even a particular spot that
Rachel has the rebuttal ready for you. There is a thing that could destroy
Thordak. That's right. From my understanding, AI has told me that there are multiple weaknesses on Yamata.
Yeah.
Not only its body and its tail are portrayed as weak points, but apparently you can target its heart as a specific point.
Your own best friend.
I don't know. And
against you
it
in
has
this one.
it's a susceptibility to fire variable. So
variable, which means
Can I yes and that? Can I
Yeah.
add to that? That not only that, but apparently, the dragon was defeated by another deity by using fire to weaken it before striking with the sword. So it is certainly susceptible to fire damage. It sounds like.
OWA. Thordak
That's
is
right.
the leader of the Chroma Conclave.
I hadn't even gotten to this point yet. Thordak is so unhinged that he was able to bring together a conclave of chromatic dragons, which, as we know from the lore, are usually very individualistic and territorial against one another. But he's so unhinged. He gives zero fucks. He's so powerful and wild and crazy that he was able to bring together a conclave of also powerful dragons. So if you come for Thordak, you're also getting Raishan. You're also getting the other ones who aren't as
has
cunning.
everything.
It has everything.
I have a question. Thordak with his what's the thing that he's embedded
soul
in himself?
anchor?
The soul anchor.
Yeah.
Is he not? He's already an ancient red
Yes.
dragon, right?
Yes, he's
But
an
with the
ancient
soul
red
anchor, he's like twice the size of an ancient
Yes.
red dragon.
Yes,
So he's
swole.
basically like a super. Yeah, he's super swole. He's a super dragon. Right?
He's a
Not
super
just
dragon. He's a
red
mecha dragon. This right here, guys, this is our kaiju fight. Because from my understanding,
Yes.
Yamata is also ginormous.
yes.
Yeah, this is our kaiju battle right here.
Well,
Okay.
Yamata's currently winning in the YouTube.
I just wanted to there was one point Open World Addict made. Thordak is the leader of the Chroma Conclave.
Yep.
Who is Orochi the leader of? Well, I just wanted to say Orochi is also like Tiamat, taken on the embodiment of a god. And so Orochi actually kind of represents transformation and renewal to humanity, right? So in some contexts, it's like a protector of the land, which is the leader of all lands, right? A protector of the land. We're not just talking about a little group of dragons here, a little tea party of dragons. We're talking about a god that is looking out for you and sometimes wants to eat you.
Forget your gods. I
Now
am
it's
your god
50-50.
Now it's a respect.
It's a draw. Currently, it's a
nature.
draw, you guys.
Okay, how about this one? I am going to go out on a limb here and say that I believe that Orochi was the inspiration for Tiamat. Therefore, she is kind of 2 for 1. Oh!
Can I
mention
add onto
that
that?
it's a female dragon? Drop mic.
Okay, that's nice.
I know.
That's nice. But it has nothing to do with shit.
Hey, Fitz.
Yeah.
How many dragons are there in the Chroma Conclave?
There were 5 total,
Okay.
including Brimscythe.
And my brother, how many heads does Yamata have? Orochi have?
8
Oopsie.
and 8 tails.
But
Just in
as
case.
we've said before, Yamata doesn't have no breath weapon. Yamata's got to get up close in order to fight. I've got Thordak with a fiery ass breath weapon that literally destroyed an entire city.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, here's.
And Thordak, it can reproduce asexually now. So there's that.
Yeah.
Well,
Schminder.
I did vote for Thordak at the top of when the poll dropped. I would like to change my vote, and Yamata currently has 53%. So I'm jumping ship. Matt has convinced me. I think we call this one for Yamata.
Wow.
yes.
Bold.
I am not okay.
Whatever, y'all let Falkor out.
Here,
I'm going with the I think. I mean, we can sit here and argue this for another 10 minutes, but I think we got to call it eventually.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fitz.
No.
I'm shook.
But this is. We're talking about history. We're talking about women. We're talking about. We're talking about. balance of
Don't bring
evil.
gender into this, Matt.
Yeah.
Paul, thank you for gifting memberships.
Thank you for gifting memberships. I will have to speak to my therapist about this, but Yamata moves on to the next round
Wow.
with my devastation.
devastation.
Some feelings must be hurt for the live stream to continue,
All right.
as they say.
All
Okay.
right. We're with what? Drogon and Khisanth.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I. Oh. Okay.
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 Everybody knows who Drogon is, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always good to say it just in case.
Yeah,
Let's not make
Drogon
assumptions.
is the badass dragon from Game of Thrones.
Dragon
At
mommy's
least-
dragon baby.
Favorite.
And I don't know who Khisanth is.
Khisanth is a dragon from the Dragonlance series.
Ah.
A black dragon. But here's the really cool thing about Khisanth, also known as Onyx sometimes because they're a black dragon. She's a black dragon.
There you go.
Her name doesn't look like dragon misspelled.
You got me there. You really do.
Nice look
been-
up there.
It's been bothering me so much.
I mean,
really does.
who came up with? I mean, that like did Martin just
Amazing.
like, it's like, oh god, gotta think of a name
Yeah,
for my
no.
dragon. Gotta think of a name for my
On the
dragon.
dragon. No,
Yeah,
you're
wrote it
right.
down.
Double up
Thought
on
the
one
A
letter,
was
take
an
one
O.
away. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
buddy.
Couldn't even
And
be as
actually-
creative as Chad Josh. You know?
I know. The O should be silent, so just like Drogon.
Drogon.
Yeah.
So are we ready
Well,
just to go ahead and call this round, or?
I'll jump.
I want to hear the arguments. I want to be
Just
swayed.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I want to be wooed.
Woo me.
All right.
So, oh, you're going? Yeah, you can go.
No, I mean, I've got to be honest. I was so ready to fight for Orochi and Puff. Those are kind of my champs. It's harder for me to fight for Drogon. I just got to be honest. I don't have a competitive spirit, but I will say a couple of things. Number one is Daenerys's favorite dragon. So if you can imagine the beautiful Khaleesi riding in on that dragon. Blonde hair in the back. You know what? That's all I got. It's just the Khaleesi. Just
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi is so hot and so powerful and cool and evil.
I got tough news for you.
Okay.
And we're mostly the Khaleesi, right?
Can I ask a question real quick before we dive into Khaleesi? Remind me, was Drogon the one that got turned?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Sorry, continue, Evan. I needed that for context.
Really?
no.
I don't have much. Sorry.
Drogon was the main one. That was
Yeah.
the
I think that
biggest
was-
of the three.
yeah.
Not the one that
Okay.
gets, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So if you don't know if you don't know anything about black dragons, they don't have a fiery breath weapon. They have an acidic breath weapon, a huge spray of corrosive, flesh melting acid, dragon scales, but especially human flesh. I mean, low hanging fruit. All Khisanth has to do is fly up above and just vomit acid death from above, and Khaleesi's gone. So immediately Drogon's morale's going to be taken a
Wait a minute. Are we sure? Are we sure about that? Because if I remember correctly, Khaleesi was at the very least immune to fire.
Yeah.
Why not acid?
Well, there's nothing to support that.
Who's to say that Khaleesi didn't want to drop some acid? Know what I mean, Vern?
Okay, let me illustrate for you the unfettered might that is Khisanth. So, and I'm going to spoil a little bit for you. In Dragonlance, there's a passage where our heroes are adventuring through this kind of old underground, decrepit city where that Khisanth is used to make her lair, and they stumble across her. And she literally, just in one vomit of her acid breath, she kills all of them but one. All of them but one. She melts them before there's a cleric, the one who survives, and she melts all of her friends into puddles of goo in one breath. Like, she's vicious. She's evil as hell, greedy, super intelligent.
Yeah.
And look,
Those are all good.
Drogon is always just brooding about Khaleesi, right?
Yeah.
Just like super worried. It's like an anxious dog.
Yeah,
You're just
it's
always
like-
like with separation anxiety.
Separation anxiety is
And,
true.
and while Drogon's doing that, Khisanth is just winning, man.
I got
Hashtag winning.
one more argument. Which is even controversial in itself.
Okay.
I believe that Drogon, barring the name, the weak ass name, was created by a far better writer
Oh, well,
than.
can't argue that.
But as has already been pointed out in the chat, we're not arguing for Khaleesi. We're arguing for Drogon.
No, I said writer. As
Oh,
in,
right.
As in
Right,
sorry.
the
R
author.
versus
Got it.
Tracy.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Lester Hearts. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Seth
squeaker.
here. Seth said, "Drop the Dro, because Drogon gone."
There it is.
Oh.
I'm going with Onyx, baby.
I accept.
Yeah.
I accept. Good job.
You know what? I will be honest with you guys. When I just initially did this matchup, I was like, "Oh God, Drogon all the way."
Our minds
So-
can be changed. I love
Thank
it.
you.
We
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's all right.
All right, our final matchup of this.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
wait,
go.
hold
This
on,
is the
let
one I'm
me-
waiting for.
Yeah, hold on, wait.
Because-
Let me Hold on, I gotta update.
So this was. I will be defending Andarna. I do want to say this. So part of the reason we came up with this episode this week is because of my personal excitement for the Empyrean series and Onyx Storm, which dropped this week. I myself am about halfway through. I'm going to focus primarily on Andarna as we meet her in the first book, Fourth Wing, just to avoid any spoilers.
Okay, good.
I'll mention a couple of things, but you can watch this safely without me spoiling what I already know.
That's so nice of you.
Right? Sometimes I'm nice. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But I did want to kind of level that up at the very top. Fitz, would you like to give your opening arguments, or would you like for me to begin?
Sure, I'll go first. First of all, it is heavily implied that Mushu is immortal. So there is that.
Oh boy. Okay. Shots fired.
Shots fired. He may be small, but he is mighty in cunning and wit. He has been trampled on, he's been stepped on, he's been tossed around, and he always comes back. Plus, he has, all of. He is. What?
I was like, wow, you are not selling this. He's been stumped
always
on.
comes
He's
back.
got his ass kicked again and again.
But he always gets back up, baby. What he might lack in physical strength, he has in willpower and wit. All right. If you're going to choose between having Mushu and Andarna on like a trip, if you're doing like a buddy comedy road trip, I'm choosing Mushu every single time. Andarna could be, she sleeps half the time. Boring. As a passenger princess, I understand how boring it could be for the driver when you just are checked out and napping the whole time. I know it's a toxic trait. I'm choosing Mushu, better wingman.
Amazing. So Andarna, one of the rarest, if not the rarest, dragon ever. So starting there, she can manipulate time itself. And that's why she has to nap, because she has to more or less catch back up to it after she has unleashed and channeled all of those powers. She can give those powers away to her rider through that unbreakable bond. Again, if we're talking about power, I can't think of anything more powerful than being able to bestow gifts upon a human. She also has limitless potential. For every single thing that you just argued about Mushu, he's old. He's been around too long. He's not freshy fresh. He's not crescent fresh. Okay?
Ageist.
But when you have limitless potential, there's still so much you can grow into and prove. We've already seen what Mushu is capable of, but we're just getting started with Andarna. Also, Mushu, he's funny. He's a sidekick. He's hilarious. What else does he have on his resume? Andarna's lineage comes from an epic fantasy series that actually has stakes and matters. Mushu barely gets through a Disney training montage.
Ooh,
oh, but see, here's the thing, though. He does get through it. Mushu, every time, he's like that song. When he gets knocked down, he gets up again. You're never going to keep him down. And
Andarna does too after a nap.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. She gets knocked out and then has to power nap because her battery to be able to sustain herself is so low. Mushu, man, nothing gets him down. He is down to cloud always, 100% of the time.
I think that DT just made the next argument for me. Mushu wasn't even important enough to make it to the live action of Mulan.
Ouch.
Okay, but that Mulan, that live action Mulan,
Andarna brings main character energy, not sidekick energy.
Oh,
Andarna brings absolutely is sidekick energy. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're going to have to retract that statement very, very soon.
Well, we're not talking about Andarna and our next storm now, are we? We're talking first book. She's barely in the first book because she's napping so hard. She's everywhere.
She's the queen of the threshing with her golden scales, and once they find out what she is, she's all anybody can focus on. How is that sidekick energy? She has to literally go roll around in mud because people are so afraid that she'll be seen because of her power.
She's literally a baby, and Mushu is ancient. And
she's an adolescent.
She what?
She's an adolescent.
Okay.
She's not a baby.
Yes. What is the size differential?
Mushu is little and tiny. Andarna starts. Well, she's an adolescent, so when we first meet Andarna in Fourth Wing, she is small for a dragon, but she is an actively growing girl and very actively grows beginning in the second book, Iron Flame, and continues to grow into something really awe-struck and inspiring beyond that.
Okay. Meaning big.
Yeah. Okay. Gargantuan, huge, monstrous.
Okay.
And a huge
Follow-up
target.
question,
Yes.
or really just an observation. Andarna is a pretty cool name.
And it's
Mushu,
short for her full name, which I can't pronounce, Andarnarum. I probably just butchered that.
I don't know.
Only the writer knows the full name of the dragons. And so that's something that only her writer, Violet, knows.
Okay, that's cool.
Why is Evan so obsessed with dragon size?
Well, I mean, in a fight, it matters, right? Size matters. I'm not saying that big always wins. I'm just saying, you want to know in a matchup, I'm trying to visualize it, okay?
Yeah.
And in this, what I'm visualizing is Andarna is a hungry, big-ass dragon, and Mushu is a bite-sized, food-sized dragon with a name that sounds like food.
Yes.
But he's so small that he'd be able to skitter around and get out of her way. Also, because she's napping.
Yeah,
She's
She wouldn't be
sleeping.
napping in a fight. She would be bringing all of her tools
Right.
to the fight.
Oh, that's right. No, she
How
would
she
go.
prepares
She
for the
would
fight
come
is
to
up
the
to her.
fight. She would let off one big, powerful blow, which
That would kill
Mushu Immortal.
Mushu.
No, Mushu Immortal would get
Knock him
squished
to a
and then
different
pop
plane.
back up. He'd pop back up, and then he would run away and survive while Andarna has
She
to
would
nap
still
for the
have
rest of the fight.
Squished him, thus winning
Oh,
the fight.
okay. Seth has a great point here. Seth has an excellent point here. Can we pop that
That's
up?
right. Yeah. If he gets eaten, he'll just kill from the inside.
He'll just do a Scanlan.
Yeah, he's gonna do
But
it.
you're missing her what we know of her most important trait in Fourth Wing, which is she can stop fucking time.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it sounds like there's a lot of downtime required to stop time. So a lot of
Yeah, but if you
a lot
can
of
stop time, you can then, in the time that time is stopped, you could figure out how to kill Mushu or anybody else standing in your path.
But can
And
she
she uses her power to do that.
time? No.
You can't turn back time.
Okay, just
If I could turn.
just
But even
stop
if she
time.
pancaked Mushu, he'd just pop right back up again.
Like
All right.
stop time like sex criminals style.
I know who.
Is it
I know
good?
who I know.
Honestly, that would make sense for this. I mean, it is kind of a
It's a
spicy
sexy book.
so that would make sense. Yeah.
Is there dragon sex in these books?
Oh my, not well, there is implied dragon sex and there is very graphic
Yeah.
people sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
There is
romantic.
dragon sex.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But we know that it's going on. We don't get the visuals of it.
Yeah. Look, I am disappointed, dear chat. I am
Yeah,
disappointed.
I know.
I'm disappointed
Like,
too.
Look,
I have to say.
Mushu.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm ignoring your results. I think Mushu takes it.
All right. Well, it's Andarna.
Oh wow. Alternate.
Hey,
alternate
listen, I had to
facts.
sit there and take Falkor. I think we've all had a disappointment and a win that we have feel like is
that's
elevated.
Well,
us.
I want to hear from Matt and Evan though. Who do they think is gonna win, Mushu or Andarna?
I don't really know either one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have no opinion on this.
I definitely don't know Mushu at all, but I did read the first book, so I'm definitely going with Mushu.
Oh.
Oh. Because
You're going
you read the
Mushu?
book, you're going against Andarna. Wow.
Sorry.
Keep reading.
Was there too much
So-
dragon sex? Is that
Yeah. Yeah.
Not dragon sex,
Ew.
human sex.
Too
So,
much.
Evan,
Wait,
you
dragons
thought-
are dragon on human?
No.
much Twilight
The
for me.
graphic part of it is the human sex. There is implied dragon sex.
Human
And
on
people, no.
dragon on human
Who's on
power
first?
top. Power bottom.
So because here's my so Fitz, go ahead and click on Andarna's name. It's going to be
No.
okay. You're going to be fine.
No.
Fitz, don't.
Based on the rules of this game, Evan has to choose because right now, Matt
Okay,
and I,
then we have to go back and do this for the first two rounds then, because like as already been pointed out, if we were doing this, then I would have won the first round. So go ahead and put
I
Andarna
think
in.
the chat has spoken.
The chat has spoken.
Yeah. I think they
I
really
am-
spoke. I'm
I'm
sorry.
I'm real
It's-
mad, you guys. I'm big mad.
I'm big mad about Falkor. So
Yeah,
here's
I understand.
Okay.
Here's my proposal, since we have been going at this for an hour plus.
Yeah.
I think now that we have the next round of matchups, we bring them back next week and continue with this
You
fun.
read
Oh my God.
mind.
There we
Stay
go.
tuned for the finale, y'all. Did we get any suggestions of y'all's favorite dragons out
Yeah.
there?
Have we missed some?
Yeah. What dragons do you guys think are cool?
Yeah.
Can I let you guys in on a secret? I don't think dragons are that cool.
Can I let you guys in on another secret?
Yeah.
I absolutely knew that all of my dragons were going to go down. I'm actually surprised that Smaug won, so thank you for giving me one.
So
And I know I
welcome.
put up a stink about Thordak and Mushu, but let's be honest.
You
Mushu was
thought
not
Falkor
going
was
to
going
be.
to take out Smaug?
She was not going to win. I'm surprised that y'all gave Figment even a fighting chance.
Your argument
so
for
nice
Figment
to
was
each other.
good. Your argument for Figment was good. But yes, I want to hear what people's. Going back, I want to hear what people's actual favorite dragons are. If you care about dragons
Yes.
at all. And if not, who do you think will be the reigning champion?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Good
which,
matchups for next week.
Yeah.
P.S.
In
Fitz,
fact,
I mean-
AK,
complete
why
the
don't
bracket.
you? I updated the bracket.
Okay.
Go ahead and refresh. So let's take a look at who we're going to
Who we
be
got
matching
next
up
week?
next week.
Okay.
All right, so going for the title of the drama, we have Smaug v Tiamat. Going for the champion of the Snuggle Smackdown, we've got Puff the Magic Dragon versus Elliott.
That
For
one's
the
gonna be the most
absolute
ridiculous.
certified menace, we have Trogdor v Yamata. And for the unhinged bestie, the best unhinged bestie, we have Onyx v Andarna.
I can't wait for the Yamata versus Trogdor. I think that actually might be the.
My prediction, and actually, well, my wish cast for this, I want Trogdor to take it. Either Trogdor with Puff in second.
I'm really glad that we're choosing to stop here because I didn't. We originally were just going to go all the way and just kind of wing it past this point.
Yeah.
But now we all get to really prepare thoughtful arguments
Yeah.
about these matchups, and I'm really glad because all of these matchups are
They're really fun.
interesting. And I can't wait to see what happens next. You know what? I paid for the whole seat. I'm only using the edge.
Freaking amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the arguments on each of these. Get in our Discord. The link
Yeah,
is
we're gonna
in
need
the show
help.
notes to help us
Mine
know
knows
how to
what's up.
argue for these.
Yeah, my DMs on Discord. I'm gonna link to Discord in the chat. My DMs for Discord are open. If you have any
Same.
hints or help to help me get Smaug across the finish line, he is my only remaining dragon,
maybe a
and
tough
I'd
one.
like to not get
Okay.
knocked out in the first round.
DT,
Smaug
I
is-
agree with you. I was because the book came out on Tuesday, but I think by next Friday, I might be willing to shed a little more light on what happens next with my
Can we
girl.
the second book by next Friday?
If you don't want to get spoiled.
Well, at least don't spoil the third book, though. My book is gonna continue to tour New Jersey for a week and a half. I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
I just
DM
want
for
to let you
Discord
know,
sounds
if you are
fun.
worried if Smaug has a chance,
Yeah.
do not worry. Smaug is a
Smaug
formidable
has a chance. I just
opponent.
He's,
Not just
he's
a
my
chance.
only champion remaining. I
Smaug
want to
is
do
a
right by Smaug.
Badass.
I said earlier in chat that I love how serious we are being about something so unserious, and I just, God, I love y'all.
Serious,
I love y'all. I love everybody in chat. I hope everybody comes back next week. I hope that our Discord is full. Evan is, yeah.
Do we need to have from Drew just had a fantastic idea. She's going to be rewatching all of Strong Bad. Do we need to just have a Strong Bad viewing party on Discord this
Just a
weekend?
random Discord viewing
We could
party.
play.
Yeah, for
Wasn't
research.
there a Trogdor video game that they made,
Yeah, and
or was it a Strong Bad video game?
well, they
Oh,
made
yeah,
it.
it was,
They made a Trogdor game, which I saw. I know that we don't like them now for many reasons, but Wormwood made a version of the board game.
Oh, wow.
Bernie,
What?
how would Bernie do against all of these dragons?
Oh, no,
That's
Bernie.
a real question.
Bernie's looking good. Got a haircut. Jesus, man.
Rabbit said web Flash game. We were actually talking about that before we hit go, how cool it was that it was built in Flash, but I definitely thought this said web Flash game out of the corner of my eye. So.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
There was another game. It was like your head explode.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Those guys.
Explode. I
freaking
mean,
geniuses.
they
I wish
were
they are our friends. Why can't we be friends with
geniuses.
them?
I mean, they're in Atlanta. You could.
I don't know that they are anymore. They used to be based here, but I think they've gone on to like Yu-Gi-Oh, animation successes.
Yeah, well, they deserve it.
Or something. They did something great.
They built stuff out of historically the worst web development tool in history.
Yeah, probably made the best quality content out of the absolute worst platform.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I believe that Adobe Flash was created for the only sole reason so that Homestar Runner could be created. That is the only thing that it was worth.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember.
If you haven't seen Homestar Runner,
I
wish I were you so I could watch it.
So I could experience it. Yeah.
We're watching it again this weekend. I'm committed to the bit.
Let's
do
it.
I'm so in. You know what? We got some time on Sunday. Maybe Matt doesn't, but the rest of us do.
Get your cozy pants out.
Cozy pants.
And a bucket of popcorn.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, so
what was that? Strong sad or
Strong.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the comment, not the live chat, but the comments of the video, I want to hear from you on your favorite dragon. Did we cover them or did we leave some stone unturned?
Right.
Yeah.
I say not the live chat because I want it posted for posterity for everybody to see and argue about. So that's your step one. Comment your dragon opinions. We can.
Yeah. Because isn't there something in like baseball or football or something? Probably baseball, because I hear about it with the Cubs all the time. Like, you could have lost every single game as they usually lose and then suddenly get to play towards the end. I'm just saying.
I don't know anything about baseball.
I think there's something like that.
Is it like a buy system?
Something like a sure, we'll give you a chance thing. Come on, sports people. Help me out here. But I think
I don't know
there's something
baseball,
where
but
you can kind
it
of
sounds like a buy. We'll
you
see.
can accidentally jump
How about
in
the
to the
chat just
rankings.
goes?
Yeah, who's the sports ball game?
Sports
Let us know. Yeah, is there a wild card? Was
So
there a
you're
wild
saying-
card dragon that
I
we
think that sounds
we
right.
needed to
I think
bring
that's
in?
it. They're wild cards.
All right. Yeah. Who did
Yeah.
we miss? Who did you agree and disagree with? And then, hop into our Discord and argue with us even more. Spicy.
Oh man.
Good work, you guys.
Yeah.
Good work.
Excellent work.
That was fun. That was a
Everybody.
rousing discourse.
Everybody did such a great job.
Thank you guys for being willing to have something semi-competitive, but lots of fun. Like going there with me.
I
Y'all knew
felt a little bit
that.
bad that you were just like, no, you win. What are you
just
talking
couldn't.
about? Drogon would crush, man.
I couldn't. I'm so sorry. The more I learned about some of these, I have to speak my truth too. But I fought for the ones that I believe in. I will fight for the ones.
Listen,
Drogon
you
is
convinced
hard.
me with. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't
Change my vote for you,
good at
man.
all at what's that thing in high school you have to do?
Debate club?
You were probably in debate club, AK.
I was.
Were you?
You can tell. You can tell.
Did you like
was
it? Did you
not.
enjoy it?
I loved it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
And I especially loved my favorite part of it was when I was assigned to argue counter to how I actually felt. Like I treated that like just a weird little game.
And on that note,
Yeah. Bye. See you next week.
All right. Well, yes, friends, thank you for joining us. We will see you next week, same time, same place. See you in Discord. We love
Thank
you.
you so
You're the
much,
best.
you guys.
Falkor for life.